This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
This is the man, the myth, the legend that is Alain Poupart, and I would imagine, yes, it is. The Montreal Expos hat is there.
Always.
Almost
always.
I thought you would have like a cheetah hat or something on today, you know, some like cheetah like, you know, maybe a cheetah suit, because I know you have one probably in your closet from your days when you would hang out at September's.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I do not. I do like the move. If we're gonna go for it, damn it, let's go for it. So from that sense, let's do it. Go
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, the Armstead move and then now Tyreek Hill, that sets you up, my brother. I mean, Mike McDaniel is going to be able to draw up all kinds of crazy stuff. And I don't know, free safeties and strong safeties are going to need therapy after facing those guys.
It's an awful lot of speed. I mean, this is like it makes Duper and Clayton look like two slow guys. I mean, you're talking about what if you line up the 5 fastest players in the NFL, you got 2 of them right there on the same team on the same side of the ball. I mean, no, and it's funny too because I saw like on. Some Dolphin fans were suggesting that the Dolphins were like taking a pause on 2022, just making it an evaluation season for Mike McDaniel, a 1-year deal for him and with Tua, and that they weren't really necessarily going all in. Well, guess what? Yeah, I think we've seen by now that they're not playing.
Well, but see, in the end, they had no choice, my brother, because they've already wasted 2 years. So if you're going to pay the kid in year 5, you need to find out if he can play or not. So let's go. Get the offense fixed, load it up, and supposedly you have the offensive coaches now, right? So now you have set the table up for the next 2 years to figure out if you can pay the kid or not. You don't have any more time to go draft young linemen and young receivers like people are saying, well, you draft a lineman, No, they don't have time anymore for that shit. They got to get proven linemen to mix with these other linemen, teach everybody and get them going, and they brought Tyreek Hill in here so they can get this offense going. They got no choice.
Well, but the other way of looking at it is because you and I are on different sides of the fence here. To me, is you don't need to stack a team to be able to evaluate a quarterback. To me, regardless, after a 3rd season, the Dolphins would have known how to proceed with Tua, regardless. This is why to me this isn't so much about. Now we can get a fair evaluation of Tua. This is to me about we're going to win in 2022. This is not about evaluating.
It's both. It's both.
I don't buy it. Again, 3 years in, I don't care the circumstances around you. You should know if your quarterback is if it's a guy who's going to be for the long term. The other issue is also you have a quarterback on a rookie contract, which allows you to make these kinds of moves. And we're seeing it with the Chargers also who have Justin Herbert on their rookie contract, which enabled them to pay the big money for J.C. Jackson and to acquire Khalil Mack. Same situation with the Dolphins to pay. I mean, the Tyreek Hill money is crazy, but they're in a situation because they have their rookie on his rookie contract to the QB, and then the same deal with Teron Armstead, who again, if you measure him against other top level tackles in the NFL, it's completely they got him at a bargain, but you have to balance that with
injury history. Yeah,
that, and he's also 30 years old. And I did the research of the top 20 tackles in the NFL in terms of average annual salary. The only one who's older than him is Trent Williams.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. And he played well too, which is crazy, bro.
That dude can play, and Armstead's a complete stud when he's in the game.
Right, when he's in the game, he's awesome, and I'm pretty sure you even put the video in your article of Sean Payton bragging about him, about what kind of a human being and a leader he is in the locker room, which I think is the price, which you wrote about it also, is going to be the priceless stuff in the locker room to have a guy like that. Even a guy like Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg might end up becoming better players just because a guy like that is around now.
Without question. By the way, speaking of the offensive line,
Jesse?
Right as I was backstage waiting to come on, breaking news, which is going to make some people you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you've already talked about it.
No. I saw it too during your interview about
Oh,
that.
okay. And I'm sad because I really like the guy, but
Oh,
not a
he's a
big
great guy.
fan.
He's
I know.
just, and they might bring him back as a six man or something like that. Some kind of since he plays multiple positions, maybe.
Maybe
He doesn't move like what they need, so I get
no,
it.
correct. So Jesse Davis was released, and they also released with a
Alan
full
Hearns.
physical notation. Yeah, and then that's again not a surprise either.
God bless Alan Hearns. He's been stealing money the last couple of years, so it's all right. Good for him, dude. God bless him, bro. I mean, he didn't have much of a future last year, and he certainly wasn't going to have any future this year.
On an interesting note, too, that's one rare Drew Rosenhaus client that's taken a hit because he's done some great business with the Dolphins all off season. I mean, practically half the signings with these guys, including Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been a beast. You're giving the Dolphins because Joe Shad still can't give him an A. You're giving an A so
Now
far.
now you have to. Yeah, now you have to with the last two moves without
Jesus
because
Christ.
remember what we talked about on Monday. My gripe was
Joe Shad, bro. Please, Jesus. That guy bragged about his landscaper that did a great job, and he goes to me, "You should get him on the show as a sponsor." And I go, "So what'd you give him on a rating?" He goes, "No, I give him 4 stars." Then they called me and asked me, "What did we do wrong? Why didn't you give us that 5th star?" And I'm like, "Dude, you just told me he did a great job." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a tough grader. I don't give anybody, 5 stars." I'm like, "Come on, Joe." I mean, Joe is just brutal, dude. You better talk to that man.
Okay, here's the 2 things I'm going to say.
Rating system sucks, bro.
Big O, 2 things I'm going to say. Number 1, for me, before when we spoke on Monday, the moves were lacking those elite guys, which they got with Armstead and Hill. So that's taken care of. Okay. If I have only gripe with it, the moves that have been made are done under the assumption that the defense is going to stay at the same level because there's not been one new guy brought in.
Well, they should be better.
Why should they be better?
Because you'll run the ball, you'll keep them fresh.
Well, but
you'll have a lead. They'll be better, as you know. This defensive scheme is better with the lead. And so I assume that's what they're thinking. Our defense automatically will get better if we improve our offense. If we're not at the 3-and-out offense anymore and we're controlling the ball, and if we're giving them more leads throughout the year, they should be better. So I think that's why they said, let's stay status quo. Let's bring back our guys. By improving our offense, there'll be a trickle-down effect. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's fair, except again, and then there were injury factors in some of the games, but there were some games where they weren't good on defense. Oh. And so it's not
the first half of the season, my brother.
Okay. So my point is it's not a championship caliber, necessarily a championship caliber defense. It's a very good defense, but
You're right.
Are we really going to say that they couldn't have used an upgrade somewhere on defense? I mean,
I still think that may be coming at middle linebacker. I still think they're looking for a middle linebacker. That might be
ain't coming in the draft, that's for sure.
I know. I wanted the Wisconsin kid in the 2nd round. I thought maybe they can get him there. Did you like the Wisconsin kid?
Yeah, all right. Huh? I like the Utah kid, but you're not getting him even at
29. He wouldn't be in the 2nd round.
Correct. You wouldn't have gotten him at 29 anyway.
Yeah, no.
The Georgia kid, even though he's small, but you wouldn't. Maybe you would have gotten.
You didn't pick any low hanging fruit there, huh? You went all out for the stud in the draft. I'm trying to find like a bargain that goes within our pick.
Well, but chances are, if he's a bargain, he's gonna make much of an impact in 2022. And very obviously, I
think that kid will. That Wisconsin kid, he's a smart kid, man. I like him, bro. Right. I think he's one of those cats that makes a quick transition to the NFL. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but I kind of like he's a thumper, bro, and he can run sideline to sideline. I like him.
We're under the bridge now, though, because again, they're not picking until
104 or something, 103, something like that. 102. Wow. I'll be talking a lot of crap for 2 days before they pick. I'm still going to Vegas.
Okay.
And we're still going to Vegas. Somebody asked me, so you're canceling the Vegas trip? I go, are you serious? You're asking me to cancel?
They don't know you. Vegas. They don't know you if they ask that.
I mean, come on.
It's great for us writers. Now we get Thursday night off.
Yeah. What is wrong with you? In fact, I'm planning another trip to Vegas, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. July 1st, I'm going to see Morrissey. He's at Caesars. Then I'm going to see Aerosmith. They have a thing, and then Chris Rock after that. How about those 3 days in Vegas? How about that?
Yeah, that's nice
That
variety
is
there too.
there. Yes, good variety. Do you like all three? Not a Morrissey
Yes,
guy.
and I've seen 2 of the 3. I've seen Aerosmith. I've seen Chris Rock at the Jackie Gleason Theater.
And you have no interest in seeing Morrissey.
I like Morrissey.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I love the Smiths.
Okay. No, but
Well, no, he's not, I know he's not with the Smiths anymore, but I mean,
right. But
I
no,
one of his
he'll
CDs.
do some Smiths. He'll do some like 40% of the set list will be Smiths. He'll do some Smiths. Actually, have you seen Johnny Marr
No,
sing and do the Smiths on his own?
I have not, but you've told me that it's very good.
Phenomenal, dude. He's coming. You better go see him.
Okay.
All right.
Duly
All right.
noted.
So are they done? Is there anything else you think that could happen? They just freed up some money now, and they could release a couple of other guys if they want to free up more money. So what's the deal? What are you hearing?
Well, there's certainly a wide receiver on the team who's standing, I would think, is very tenuous. Whose departure would not really was sadden a whole lot of Dolphin fans. I would expect something would happen with him at some point. And again, if by all looks of it, we're looking at a, forgive me for the lack of technical term, offense. Does Mike Gesicki really fit? Do they look to maybe, although he brings them a different dimension in the red zone, but do they look to maybe move him?
You make a point because Smythe now just got that new deal.
Correct.
So you wonder if they say, yeah, he fits more of what we do because he blocks and we can use him as a pass catcher. Now, he's not as dynamic as Gesicki.
No.
And that's where McDaniel was working with Kittle. So I don't know how much of a demand he has for a dynamic tight end. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So that'll be the thing of, because a lot of times in that offense, you may be deciding at times because of what you have in the backfield with the fullback, you might have to either play Gesicki or Cedric Wilson. Both may not be on the field all the time.
Correct. And this is a way to recoup a lot of cap space again.
Yeah. Hard cap number, by the way.
You can get, almost 12 million. You can get around 11 million. You can get, what can you get for Gesicki? A 2 maybe?
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should be able to get a 2.
3?
Yeah.
Hey, that replenishes your draft. So I think something could happen there.
So what you're saying is there's a chance I don't have to talk crap all the way to the 102 before a pick. There's a chance. I got you.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be.
And what are your chances of X getting traded? And they can recoup several picks with X and get back into multiple rounds of the draft. What do you think about that?
I don't know how many picks we're getting for X, and even more so now.
Maybe a 1 and a 3, maybe 2 2s. Something like that.
Maybe. Again, any team that acquires him is going to deal with a contract issue, and after the moves with Armstead and Hill, you're going all in 2022. Why would you trade your best defensive player? And I understand that's a move that's done for the future. If we're all in for 2022, it makes no sense to me because now you're creating a big, massive hole at cornerback. So
unless you feel you can come up with a group on that side that can kind of, make up for most of it. You know what I'm saying? Somehow or another.
That's your ball hawk. That's your ball hawk in a defense predicated on being incredibly aggressive, going after the quarterback and trying to get takeaways.
I agree.
I wouldn't get the logic. It could be that they may come to an impasse where they absolutely can't make a deal and they refuse to go a certain length to keep him.
That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking of, because he's been a shrewd negotiator and he's going to want to get paid, bro.
Oh,
the guy,
Yeah.
So
absolutely. But that would be.
And again, the main reason why I still feel that knee is going to give at one point or another. So that's the question. Correct. how confident are they long term on the structure of that knee? That's the thing.
But to me, again, everybody's jacked up for 2022 now. They got a team that can make a move. That would be a massive step back for me, unless they can replace him, and I just don't see anybody out there who takes his place.
No. I mean, obviously, you have to say it's a massive setback, and it's a hole that now you have to somehow cover, and that won't be easy. That there's no way around that, my brother. You are 1,000% right there. All right, good stuff. What are you working on, Sports Illustrated, my friend, so folks can check you out?
Well, I also want to mention that I mean, it's like I'm in a working vacation type of deal. I'm still in Orlando, but doing some work as it needs to be done. So I'm going to have a couple of things on Tyreek Hill again today, and actually part one of the latest mailbag coming up.
Okay, there you go. The mailbag, always a popular segment. Follow him on Twitter at Poupart NFL. His dedication is amazing. Even on vacation, he is dedicated to you, the Dolphin fan. There you go. Alain, we'll catch you next week, my friend. Enjoy your vacation.
Have a good weekend.
Some way.
I'm trying to.
Later. Take it easy. Oh, man. You got to go. You're off on vacation with the family, but you got to take a break to write a breaking story. It's tough, man. That's Alain Poupart in our Sports Grill Miami Dolphins report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.